Well, good morning. We are double dipping this weekend. We went on a really cool ride up in Spokane with Chris yesterday. That was a blast. I actually had a lot of fun on that. Got a little stuck, and you can check that video out up here. I'll either put a link up there in the description. But today we're up here in the 7 Mile ORV Park. This is just sort of northwest of Spokane. It's I think it's a state park. You have to have a Discover Pass to get in here, plus be a licensed vehicle. But as you can see, there is a ton of hills and climbs. There's actually a bunch of trails up over there, and there's another whole section over here that actually opens up more in the summertime. It's usually closed in the winter time. So we've got a bunch of us, Daryl, Shane, the Schaefers, they're all here. He brought his new rig, and we're just out here playing. I unloaded, but I think I might just relax today. But if you're interested in this, check out 7 Mile ORV Park in Spokane. It's a really cool place. You can get here either from the Airway Heights area or from the West Francis area. Both really easy to get to. Just make sure you grab that Discover Pass. There is a kiosk here where you can actually just get it here if you want, but I went online last night and just printed out a temp, and then they'll mail me my full pass. It's like 30 bucks, 35 with fee, but it's a great thing. It gives you access to a ton of parks and various things. Check out, I think it's discoverpass.wa.gov is the website for it. Great program. But let's go over and see what's going on over there. We'll probably go do some hill climbs, tour around a little bit, give you a little bit of a summary of what this is like, and see if we can have some fun this Sunday morning. This is what they call the flat lower area of the dunes. It's a lot of hills over here to the right that you can see. Some good choppy stuff here. Definitely test out your suspension in some of it. There's some fun stuff over here, kind of where we're going. That's just smaller hills, so if you just like to kind of play and crawl and stuff, they're a little smaller.
for those who don't necessarily want to just rail around on the bigger hills. This is some of our really good friends. This is the Schaefers. They have this killer Can-Am X3 that you're seeing here, and they also just got a Mav R that Annie's driving right now. So kind of checking that out to see what it's like. It's a real interesting rig. It is springtime here. There's still a little snow in areas and a ton of standing water. So if you come here in the springtime, be prepared for mud. It's a short season between mud season and dry. It gets real dry and real dusty probably in that May. So we're at the beginning of March, so March and April are usually kind of a muddier wet scenario. And then by the time we get to May, this is usually dried out and pretty wet, or pretty dry, I mean. So this is up by the main parking lot area. So the main parking lot area is across the street. You can see there's some bathrooms and stuff over there. There is also a loading dock, which is really cool, over on this side. If you want to come in and drive down to where we're at, you come in this area here, right across the street from the main road, which is, or from the main parking lot, which is over there. So down, if you follow kind of down to the road, there's these orange emergency little placards, and you can follow that. It's a fine road to be able to take your rig down and with a trailer over to that flat area that we started at. So that's the main area, main unloading area. If you want, you can unload there and play, or you can come over and follow that road and unload in the back, which is where most of us were. So this is the main area that above. So we're actually right above where that big flat area is that we were at. So you see Daryl's about to go down that. Be real careful here. I always like to have a nice big flag. I've got my orange 8-footer in the back. I don't know about everybody else, but I like to be seen. That way somebody doesn't try and hit me, or I know a lot of parks require them to be in the front. I haven't seen any requirements or regulations here. That way, if two people are coming in a head-on type situation, you can see the flag and be able to stop and slow down before getting into a head-on collision. So we're coming down one of the hills, right to where we camped. Fun little area. This was one of the first places I drove a side-by-side at. Gotta be careful. This is a mixed-use park, and there is a lot of motorcycles here, so want to be careful to keep a very good eye out for motorcycles. It's also a great place to bring kids. You can see we got some here. They like to ride some 50s, 65s, etc. So watch out for them. They're real short and sometimes very difficult to see. Park rangers do patrol this area. You got to have a discovered pass, as I talked about earlier, to be in here, and they do check. So make sure you've got your regulations. This is that emergency route road I was showing you. If you look over here, you can see these orange placards. Those are, just follow those, and that's the easy way you can take your vehicle down to that big open area. It's a pretty easy road. Another one of the fun things you can play here is kind of this circular roundabout. Motorcycles like it. Small side-by-sides. It's not really that deep. The walls are maybe about a foot or so. But it's one of those cool fun things, especially with a motorcycle. You can get in there and you can do round laps in there that are pretty cool. Let's see if somebody will go in and play with us. They have some of these in Moses Lake that are a lot deeper, so you get a little more side pitch. This one definitely doesn't have a ton of use for a larger side by side. So the other feature is there is a rock garden over here on the other side of this. We're kind of, as you came in across the road where I was showing, we're kind of over on the east side. Is where this piece is. I can see if I can drop some pins to in the comments for this. But on the other side of this, if you like rock crawling, they have some really good rocks over here. We used to bring the Sniper and the two-seater out over here, and this was some of the local area we could go to get some rock crawling and stuff in. So not a crazy thing. If you want some more competitive rock crawling, go up to Mountain Mafia. They've got Turtle Rock, and they've got some of the best rock crawling and such in the area. That's also where we do our rally at the ranch in September. Will be up at Mountain Mafia, and they have a lot of features similar to here. It's a 100-acre off-road park, private property that's really a great paradise to go up and play in. Unfortunately, over here on this side, which is the east side, it's treed a lot, and you can see there's still some pretty good ice and stuff here. Another fun little area over here. I think this is on the southwest perimeter. There's some tight little trails. See if we can go down through here. We are on in the Turbo S, we're 72 inches. Whoa. I was wondering.
Think enough to drive on, that's for sure. Earlier, it was almost skid flake.
So most of the perimeter is marked by a fence. It's one of those old log fences. There is a second section of this that is only opened in pretty much the summer time. There's a creek that flows through there, and I don't think they like you going through the creek when it's got water in it. But it's on the other side of this fence on our left, and it's another whole good section of climbing and such. There's a good section of whoops here if you want to test out your suspension along this fence line. Unfortunately, I've got the Insta360 that we're filming with today, and it's on the long stick, and I don't want don't want to beat it to death, so trying to be easy. Otherwise, I'd be cranking through there. We got our suspension tuned by Kinetic Customs. He put a whole set of new springs and revalved everything and cleaned it up. It was a mess. And last time we took this out, or the first time we took it out after that to Moses Lake, it was amazing how much better you could just float over the whoops versus having them beat you to death.
All right, so we're up here at the main parking lot area. The ORV Park's on the other side of the road. You can see they do have a machine here to buy your Discover Pass, which is pretty cool. A bunch of information on the park. And they have some picnic and grill areas here. It looks like there's a whole bunch on that side and a couple on this side. So really nice area here if you just want to come and have a picnic, or if you've got some people that want to hang out here while others are riding. Well, we had a fun short morning / afternoon here. We're gonna get packed up, get these rigs washed and cleaned up for our next adventure. If you like the content that we have, don't forget to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. That's the best way to help us out and see what our new content is. And we'll see you next time.